Hello. So today I'm doing this painting, or I'm offering this painting. Right before I turned on the video, I thought, I don't really have a name for it, but I did think of a topic. So let me just show you. This is my hand. I'm touching the painting. So it's pretty big. It's about 39 by 39. It's on canvas. It's all acrylic on watercolor painting paper. On, all acrylic on canvas. Sorry. Um, I was thinking of the topic about. I was going to talk about numinosity. So I think I might name it numinosity because of that. I didn't really have a name. For me, I think it's a Jungian. I think Carl Jung came up with the word, and I think in the context of painting, I think it had to do with what creative arts. I think it had to do with, for me anyway, the interpretation I have come to understand for myself is um, it's like what a painting captures as far as psychically in a sense or spiritually. Like for instance, like say, I think for examples, there something I read where they talked about like say the Mona Lisa or yeah the Mona Lisa, the painting, um, and why are so many people attracted to it? Because if you look at the Mona Lisa, it's not the most attractive painting, at least by I think that could be said. It's not like something overwhelming or so it's curious like as to why so many bodies will go and look at this thing and be transfixed by it. And Jung, I think, talked about numinosity is when it's kind of the energy. It's like say for a painter when you sort of you go beyond your own psychic consciousness and you start to bring from a collective unconscious that there's a consciousness that we're all connected to that is collective in that sense, and that uh, when a painting has a lot of numinosity and the painter opens themselves up for however that it gets into the painting and is kind of a stamp of this. It's like being touched by this energy that then is just so attractive to the masses. And they don't really know why, and they try to, and then they try to come up with narratives. I guess that's what, to relate it back to some of the things I had talked about before that interest me. Why people want to put narratives on things, on life, on stories. And I'm not saying that's bad or good. I'm just saying I think sometimes it's easier for people to understand. But I also think that, mystery is a good thing. I think, mysteries don't have to be solved. I think that's the thing is that I know for me, I have this kind of intellect or consciousness that I was brought up with that, I have to solve a mystery, that a mystery is important in its own, for its own sake. And I think what happens is, for me, there's so much to life. Life is a mystery. So there's so much to be gained by spending time in that, which makes my other instruments, they kind of flutter. They don't understand the intent or they get confused or they want to control. My system gets scared because it's just, but it's gotten less and less scared and is more, I think I've grown more and more curious about that state and want to be a part of it more and more. So, and I know writers, I know it's not, I use painting, but I know the things I've written that are really like what I would consider, the art of writing, and friends I know that are writers and other painters and actors, like anything, even cooking or carpentry or, anything that's done in a way where there's this, you have this experience where you've kind of stopped thinking, stopped feeling, you become part of the world, and the world becomes part of you, and you can feel it in the objects, the writing, the painting, and it's not just for one, everyone feels it to some extent. So I think I love this subject. I love these kind of ideas. They always seem to enlighten me. And I like that they're, for me, what's so important is that things stay grounded in the world. For me, the things that I am interested in that give me more impetus or incentive or inspire me more to do more work towards these kinds of things, not to just, use it as a philosophy, which is not bad, but I'm not one to really want to live inside consciousness in a ineffectual way, So, anyway, I think it's so much fun. It's so curious, I think, it comes down to just how much there is to explore about, I know for me, about life, and just the possibilities are just endless. So, anyway, that's for today. I haven't been around a couple of days, but I appreciate everybody's feedback and talking and messaging me, and I really have fun listening to people's different input. So feel free to write more or contact me. And that's it for now. So have a good one, and bye from Berlin. Bye.